So do you wake up in the morning and look yourself in the mirror and go, I am not proud of the person I am. I have no motivation to reach anything that I want to achieve. I have no work ethic. I'm overweight, whatever, etc. This is the goal of the video today, to fix all of that. So if you're low energy, if you have low motivation, if you can't have the discipline to get things that you want to get done, I want to aim this video at solving that issue. And I do promise that I have implemented this myself. So currently right now, I run a 40K month SMMA, I go to the gym, I have a great relationship, I go for dinner, I see my family, and I do all these things at once, and it takes a lot of time to run a business. I'm a testament to that. I have a year-round body that is pretty achievable for anyone watching, and I'm going to give you all the techniques that I do, so let's get into this. So I call this the infinite motivation equation. So we have E, W, C, F, L. So first of all, E stands for energy. So this is, let's call it E plus W plus C multiplied by F. So we have energy, we have willpower, we have clarity, and we have focus, and then we just have life. So these are the four things that are going to drastically improve your life. First of all, energy on the left right here. You will not succeed in business walking around like a complete zombie. You will not succeed. Entrepreneurship requires a level of energy that is completely unprecedented. It is unreal how much energy you have to be an entrepreneur and have complete control over your life while you're an entrepreneur. Because the thing is, with us entrepreneurs, we need to consistently be functioning at a high level all the time because we work our own hours. We are not controlled by anything, and this is the downside of entrepreneurship. If you're not a disciplined individual with the right amount of energy going through life, you will not get things done you need to, because the part is you're working your own hours. You choose when you work. You're sitting down on your laptop voluntarily and getting these things done. So how do we improve energy? Most people, like I said, are walking around as zombies. How do we improve that? So we get proper sleep. 7-8 hours of sleep, everybody, is a minimum. I know there's a small amount of people that can function 5-6 hours of sleep. And I know there's people like myself. When I started entrepreneurship, I'm like, I'm an entrepreneur, I need to grind all day, I need to work 12 hours, I need to sleep 4 or 5 hours, and I'll just tough through it for a few months while I'm building my business. I can be a testimonial of that. That is the worst thing you can possibly do. That is not something you want to do. So sleep is the 80-20 of energy, and I'm being dead serious about that. It's 80-20. So you need your sleep and whatever your body requires. I want you to make that your focus. I want you to go all in on your sleep and find out how much you need and just see when you feel refreshed. Next proper thing you need to do is balance your meal times. So this might sound super uncommon and something like a small thing, but when are you eating? Are you waking up early? Let's say you're getting up early, but you eat a massive carbohydrate-filled meal right in the morning. You do this right when you wake up. That is going to take all the energy that you have to function in your business and just make it digest the food. This is your body does. It takes the energy and puts it towards different places. I want you to balance your meal times. I know most of society wakes up, has breakfast, lunch, and then eats dinner and goes to bed. But that is genuinely not the most optimal thing we need to do, and we're entrepreneurs, so we need to optimize for these things. So when are you eating? Are you eating a massive meal in the morning? And next thing, are you eating right before bed? So this is something you need to do, is cut out eating right before bed, because same thing, when you are sleeping, the body needs to be focused on repairing itself and recovering and repairing the muscles, learning the things you learned the day, processing it through your head. I'd recommend watching Andrew Huberman if anybody's interested in these things. But don't eat a massive meal before you sleep. It completely ruins your sleep quality. Next thing, are you drinking alcohol? I know I have alcohol maybe once a month right now, and that's even something I shouldn't be doing. In this period I'm entering in my life right now, I'm cutting alcohol for the next few months. It's just going. So I am not a fan of alcohol whatsoever. It destroys your sleep, first of all. It impacts the quality of your sleep massively, obviously for the worse. It destroys your motivation and your dopamine levels 3 to 4 days in the future. Even one glass of wine destroys your motivation for a few days. Don't drink alcohol. If you're an entrepreneur starting out, do not drink alcohol. When are you drinking caffeine? Are you waking up in the morning and slamming 4 coffees just to get started to work? What happens if you don't have caffeine? Next thing you know, you can't work anymore because you need the caffeine to work. All these things, like caffeine, is just so unstable when it comes to your energy levels. If you don't drink it one day, you're screwed. So energy levels, these are the things you need to do. Optimize your sleep, optimize your meal times, optimize your caffeine, alcohol, get rid of that. Then you'll take, let's say, the energy in this equation from like 1 to 8, let's say. Okay. Next, we have clarity. What type of foods are you eating? So now I just talked about meal times. Next, what type of foods are you eating? So clarity comes from something that's called inflammation. So do you know, let's say, when you have a massive meal one day, it's a big cheat meal, you have dinner with a bunch of friends, you have appetizers, let's say entrees, and you have a dessert, and you ate so much sugar, you're just completely paralyzed by the amount of food you ate, and you wake up the next morning in your brain fog, like you notice your face is chubbier. You notice that your face chubbier, you're not, let's say you go to the gym, you don't notice that your muscles are in the best shape possible, and this is just simply because of inflammation. So you swell up. You see those bodybuilders who eat thousands of calories for days and days and days, and you see their face, they're like twice the size. This is inflammation. So not only does inflammation affect your body, and you can noticeably see it in your face, you can noticeably feel it in your mental state. So inflammation doesn't just fluff up the body, it makes your mental state a complete disaster. So I want you to avoid these things. So a good tactic is to eat one ingredient foods. So eat one ingredient. Steak, chicken, salads, let's say, nuts, just something that is not processed, highly sugared, or in a dessert that's mixed up with tons of sugar, milk, I don't know, chocolate, all of these things that are horrible for your body to digest because it's just so packed up with these all these low quality things. This is how you will achieve clarity. This is how you can achieve clarity so you don't have all this brain fog that's affecting the quality of your work. Next, we have willpower. So I did a whole video on dopamine a few videos back. I'd recommend watching it, but I'll just quickly summarize it here. Your willpower is controlled by your dopamine. So we have energy, clarity, willpower. So it is completely controlled by dopamine. Dopamine is effectively motivation. So you should ask yourself right now, if motivation is dopamine, how are you currently getting your dopamine? Are you going on your phone directly in the morning and scrolling Instagram, watching YouTube videos, and you've done an hour of scrolling, and then you go to do your work, and your work is so much less dopamine that you have no attention span whatsoever. You have no willpower to do any of the things that you need to actually do because all of your willpower and your dopamine has been directly drained by all of these media apps like Instagram, like Twitter, like YouTube. Next thing, are you watching YouTube videos like this one, calling it productive when you're just procrastinating and you really should just be doing your work? So ask yourself right now, sure, like I believe you'll get value from these YouTube videos that I make, but at the same time, should you really be working on something else on the high leverage activities that you already know you should be doing, yet you know you should be doing it, but you're watching videos like this just to say you're being productive and you're avoiding those activities. So don't do that. Don't watch my videos if you have tasks to do in your business. I genuinely don't care that much for the views. Like, do the tasks in your business, right? So next thing, are you blasting music all throughout the day just so you can enjoy what you're doing? I know that if I have a great workout, take tons of caffeine and pre-workout and then blast music in the gym, I come back and I really don't want to record a video. Like, I was listening to music today. I kind of switched from listening to music and then listening to audiobook every day. And I was listening to like really heavy rock songs, really heavy metal songs while I was hitting a nice workout. I came back and I just really didn't want to record this video. But it took so much willpower because all the dopamine that I just stacked was all from music. It was all from the music in the gym. So when you realize that you need to remove, like I said, this is all associated with dopamine. These cheap dopamine activities, these instant gratification activities, take them out and replace it with the work itself. So when you are waking up in the morning, don't go on your phone, don't do anything, maybe take a shower and you meditate. You have not received dopamine from really anything. Like really, maybe the shower, like maybe you got a nice warm shower and that's dopamine. That's not much dopamine. Then you go to your work and it's engaging. You're like, you have a task to complete. You do all these things and you just have it laid out. You have it done for you. You just sit down at a computer and then you're getting the enjoyment from completing the task instead of going Instagram right when you wake up. So like I said right here, you need to switch getting your dopamine from the high-level activities, such as doing the work itself, instead of getting your dopamine from the cheap activities, okay? So back to the equation. You know this now. You have energy, you have willpower, and clarity. I've explained how to get these three. Next is probably the most important thing of these three. So think of it like this. you have a pipe and you have water going through the pipe. So you have lots of water going through the pipe. It's super high pressure. But focus. If you have the pipe that is a smaller pipe like this versus something like this, this is your focus. You have all this water going through, but it's held up by the size of the pipe. So this analogy works perfectly for focus. So you have all this water going through, but the size of the pipe is determined by your focus and your energy and your determination into sitting down and doing the work. So this is going to help you do the work, but if you don't get focused on exactly what you have to do and the high leverage tasks that you have to do, then there's no point of optimizing for any of these things right here. Next, this is a great analogy. It was brought to me by Sam Ovens right here. And this is a demonstration of your focus. Think about this. This is before me in entrepreneurship. I know this was me. This is your energy. So these lines right here is a demonstration of your energy. So you're starting your business. You have to go grocery shopping. You have to watch that Netflix show that you're watching. You have to scroll on Instagram every morning. You have to drink that wine every night. 1 glass of wine, 2 glasses of wine. You're stressed and burned out from the hour of work you did from your business, etc. Cooking, cleaning are big ones. So this is your attention. It is being dragged out by all of these things. Next, you go, I'm going to cut out everything. I'm going to optimize for one thing, and this thing is my business. One thing. You need to optimize for one thing. So I know this is a one line, and you don't see anything like family, relationships, or any of these things. But my philosophy here is this is what I have done for the last 6 to 12 months in entrepreneurship, and I've achieved what I wanted to, and now I have new goals. But I say you need to have about 70-80% of your focus on your business. So think of it as your energy right here. This is your energy going up. Maybe we stop about right here. And then maybe we have 1 or 2 of these lines going to the side, and it's fulfilling relationship and family. And maybe we have one that says fitness. So you spend like an hour or 2 a day of fitness, an hour or 2 seeing your family or a relationship, something like that, and then you just have the rest of your business. And for me, that has been amazing. It has the best combination I've found in my life. But do not make this mistake. This is the worst thing you can do when you're starting a business, and have your attention just separated in all of these different things. Remove the dramatic people out of your life. Go to the gym, optimize for quick gym sessions. Then do your meditation, and then focus on your high leverage activities. Don't go to the club every night thinking it's productive because you're socializing. Don't think it's networking. It's stupid. So optimize your energy. I would say 70-80%. Okay. So this is how you refine your focus. So you have the pipe getting bigger now, right? So how do we get the pipe a little bigger so the water can flow through, so our productivity can skyrocket? So add a meditation and progressive overload your deep work. So in the weight room, when you're lifting, doing curls, you want to increase the weight every single week when you're going in there. You want to expand the muscles, get them bigger, eat your protein, and make sure the muscles grow. And the way the muscles grow is by you increasing the weight that you are lifting every single week. So this is how muscles grow. It's just how it works. So what you're doing is the exact same thing with deep work. So you have all these pillars, right? You have willpower, energy, clarity, and you have your focus. But right now, you're just starting your agency. You're just starting your business. You want to do 1 hour deep work, let's say. You can only do an hour. Let's say that's your tap out. Week 1, you do an hour. Week 2, hour, 30 minutes. Week 3, 2 hours. Week 4, 2 hours, 30 minutes, right? So I want you to progressively overload your work timing. And you don't want to go into it straight away, in my opinion, 4 hours straight away, bang. I don't think that's the right way to do it. I think you'll just burn out after 2 days when you've never worked before this hard, and you just go into it and work for 4 hours. It is not effective. It's not the way to do it. Go until you physically can't for the first week. Just find your limit, then up it by like 20, 30 minutes every week, and then progressively overload your deep work. The reason I say add in meditation right here is because meditation, I genuinely have a big problem with my attention span. It's horrible. All the people in my life notice this. It's horrible. My attention span is not good. When I started meditating, instant improvement. Instant improvement in my attention span. I have many, many applications that I have blocked off from my MacBook. So when I actually focus in and start doing the work I need to, I have everything blocked off. I have all of the social media apps blocked off on the Mac. I go in, I have one thing I need to do that I've clarified the night before. This is also, I didn't write this in this actual doc, but write down, clarify what you need to do the night before. This is a great tactic. So I have the task I need to do. I go on the page. Meditation helps me stay on that task for a long period of time, because meditation, I do mindful meditation. So it's you sit down and you just listen to your thoughts, and then after you listen to your thoughts, they kind of shut up a little bit, and you start listening to your breath. Then when you listen to your breath, all of the thoughts, you realize that they're just appearances in your consciousness. So they're just distractions that just come up, and you don't even choose to think them. They just come up out of nowhere. And then you realize, once you start meditating, when you go to do work, you realize that all these distractions are popping up in your Mac. You can consciously choose that these are the distractions and then not click on them. So you realize that social media apps are trying to take your attention, do all these things to you that are completely useless if you're an entrepreneur most of the time. And then you realize you can just choose not to see them. And someone who is in NPC mode, who is not conscious of their surroundings and does not meditate, they will not realize this, and they'll just get sidetracked, and they'll click on the Instagram post, or click on the Twitter, the Instagram, Facebook post, whatever this is. So meditation, big benefit in my work. And to end off the video, I have a quote that says, "All of humanity's problems stem from a man's inability to sit quietly in a room alone." And I believe that to be the case. All of our attention spans are shot recently. We cannot focus on anything. We cannot achieve this diagram at all, and everybody's pulled in 50 different directions every single day. And this is the problem. They cannot focus in one room, sit down, and think through anything. They hate it. They avoid it. Equation: willpower, energy, clarity, multiplied by focus is your life. You will achieve what you want. It has helped for me. It helped me immensely. And I hope it will help for you as well. Apply all these things, and if you find this helps you, like the video and subscribe. That'd be amazing. And thank you so much, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.